Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing? How you doing, guys? What's going on, man? Who's ready to learn today? Who's ready to learn? And today we're going to tell you all about how you can start your own multi-million online fitness business or any other kind of online business. I'm gonna show you how I did it and how I helped others and how you can do the same. Just for a second, just want to make sure let me do a sound check. Guys, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. We were a little late because we were having a little bit of technical malfunctions with the mic and the speakers. Just let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Type anything in the chat. Oh, we got some people on too, man. We got some people on. You guys hear? All right. Yes, type in the chat anything. You hear me?
Donald says, yeah. That means Donald. Yeah,
Donald,
I'm a little short.
Yep. Breathe down, son. All right, cool. Listen, where's everybody from? We're going to wait like a few more minutes for everyone to get on.
Oh, now they're coming in.
Oh.
Dwayne says, loud and clear. Dallas says yes.
Nice.
And then there's A.
Hey.
Shout out from Chicago.
And he's from Chicago.
Idris says Brandon.
Nice.
Jackson says yes. Adrian says yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool.
Zachary says BBC the GOAT.
Nice. A lot of people on here, a lot of champions. That's cool, man. That's cool. Who's ready? You guys ready to learn how to build a multi-million-dollar online business? Who's ready? Who's ready, man? Type 1 if you're ready, man. Let's just get started, man. Let's get into it. Who's ready to get into it? Type 1 if you're ready to get into it right now. All right. If anyone's late, they just missed it, man. They're gonna miss out on all the knowledge, but you guys are gonna get it.
Zachary says yes, and Dwayne says 1, Roman says 1, Jackson says 1. I see a lot of ones.
Yeah. Cool, we about to get into it. Listen. I want to welcome everybody. I want to thank you guys for joining, man. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled to actually be serving you guys today and just teaching you, man. You know, listen, we already know where you guys are from and everything. That's cool, man. Feel free to type me more. I know some people are just getting on. I want to take a quick poll real quick, though. How many of you guys are more interested in growing your social media following? And how many of you guys are more interested in learning how to make money, right? How many of you guys, where are you guys at? You guys want to be celebrities, online celebrities, or you guys want to make money? Just let me know. I just want to take a quick poll, see where you guys are at.
Fame or money?
Fame or you want the fame or you want the money? You know what I'm saying?
Let us know in the comment section.
Or do you want both? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Zachary says make money. Donald says both. Roman says make money. Jackson says both. Adrian says make money. Ellie says money. Andrew says both. Dwayne says making money.
Nice.
Money.
That's cool, man.
I see a lot of money. Oh, this is all money.
The money. That's perfect. That's perfect because that's what I specialize in. You know what I'm saying? I can show you how to do both, but the money, man, is where everybody wants to come on, man. Money's important. You know?
Money. I see more money.
More money. All right. Cool. You sure that's not just your brain just seeing money? You know what I'm saying? Because you're a girl. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
What?
Well,
I didn't get that joke.
I wanted to do this because there's so much misinformation out there about how to grow your YouTube, your Facebook, your Instagram, and they say you need fancy equipment and crazy hashtags and stuff, and all that's not true, man. There's only 3 things you need, and we're gonna cover that all today, man. Sounds cool? Sounds good. Listen, man. Also, when it comes to building a business, man. An online business, they say you need, all this complicated stuff. They try to make it seem harder than it needs to be, right? And I'm gonna tell you, man, that's BS. All right, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. All right, and it's going to take you way less time than it took me, right? So by the time you guys are my age, you guys should be way further along than I am now, right? Sounds good, guys? You guys with it? And there's another thing. This style of presentation is going to be fast, top speed. Okay. I only got about an hour with you guys, and I want to give you absolutely everything I got so you can get as much value as possible, right? And that's why I created little worksheets for you guys, and some of you guys may have your worksheets, maybe not. If that's cool, if you don't have the worksheets, just make sure you're taking notes. All right, so you can follow along, because I want to make sure you guys leave, right? I want to make sure you guys leave with an action plan to accomplish your goals. Sound good, guys? Sound good? Oh. Yeah. And lastly, remember, this is interactive, right? Meaning I'm going to be tailoring this presentation based off what you guys say you want to hear and learn, right? So make sure you guys are commenting. Make sure you guys stay on it because this is based around you. Right? I want to give you as much value as possible. Sound good? Oh, and while I plan to give you guys everything you need, right? Everything you need, I'm gonna give you everything you need. If you want, there'll be an opportunity at the end for you guys to get on a call with me and maybe like, you know, work a little closely with me so I can help you handle your goals more intimately or closely. Right? How's that sound, guys? Is that cool? Is that cool with you guys? All right. Who's ready to learn how to build a $1 million online fitness business? Type hell yeah in the comments if you're ready.
Roman says yep. Joseph says yeah, buddy.
Oh shit.
Dustin says yep.
Okay.
Ace is 1. He type 1.
What's that?
He says I don't know. Hey, Zachary says fuck yeah.
Okay.
Dustin says hell yeah.
Dustin, what up?
Patrick says hell yeah.
I think Dustin be hitting me on Snapchat all the time, man.
Idris says hell yeah.
Okay.
Marcelino says hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dan and Nikki says ready.
Dan and Nikki on here. That's what's up. Yo, man, the family that the couple that makes bank together stays together.
Juan says hell yeah.
All right.
When he says bring it.
All right, cool. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I got 3 quick questions for you guys. They're important questions. All right. And make sure you have your notepad out, man. All right. Yeah, you're taking notes on this. Question number 1. How long have you been a personal trainer or a fitness enthusiast, right? Like how long have you been training people if you've been a trainer, right? Or how long have you just been working out, right? Because I'm going to tell this was tailored initially for, you know, people who want to start fitness business. It's going to work for any business, but I just want to address the fitness people, man. So how long have you been working out and or training people? Let's see some comments in here, man.
Let us know. I'm going to shout out your comment.
Yeah.
So let us know.
Yeah, man.
I read out loud.
Yeah, man.
Don't be shy.
Don't be bashful, guys. I know there's a little bit of a time.
Yeah. Adrian says 6 years, been a trainer.
Okay. Nice.
Dwayne says 3 years.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. These are
that's pretty good.
Fast one.
That's pretty good. And guys, in whatever, just write it down.
Glenn says working out for 4 years.
Great. Nice.
That's nice.
All right. So how long have you guys, let me take another question. How long have you guys been trying to build your online social media presence? And you know, like how long have you been trying to like, you know, get popular online? Have you, whether it's YouTube or Instagram or Snapchat, how long have you been trying to build your following online? Just tell me if you haven't started off, say 0, right? But if you started, for a month, write that. If you've been for 5 years, take that.
So they're still answering for another question.
Okay.
Alex says 4 years working out, 2 years training. Says training since 19. Well, I don't know how old you are, Say now. So that's...
Yeah, that doesn't give us a lot of information, but it's all good as long as you know.
Yeah. Okay. Say says since September.
All right. Cool.
There's a lot of Sarahs. Juan says Sarah. Patrick says Sarah. Dwayne says Sarah.
They just starting today, man, building their online presence, and this is a good place to start, man.
Hey, Adrian says 1 year.
All right. Cool. All right. So the question number 2, man, I want to know how much money do you make per month off of your online business? If it's 0, if you haven't started right, then write 0. If you got a client, some online clients paying you $100 a month, then if you got 2 of those, and write 200, right? Whatever it is, whatever you're making online per month, like I want to know what that is. The revenue.
I see a lot of zeros.
A lot of zeros.
Dwayne says Sarah. Jackson says Sarah. Mooney says Sarah. Patrick says Sarah. Glenn says Sarah. Juan says Sarah.
Man, all right, that's cool. It's a good place to start.
He's like really open on.
Yeah, man, it's a good place to start, man.
Joseph says, been using Instagram for about a year now, trying to find my niche. Yeah, whatever. English language is so complicated.
Ain't nobody making no money on here. I mean, that's cool. It's a good place to start, man. You guys are. I wish I had this when I was starting.
Why since we broke?
All right, cool.
That's about to change, Juan.
All right, listen, great. I want to know on your social media, whether it's you're concentrating on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, on a monthly basis, how many new followers are you getting per month, or subscribers? Like, let me know. Let me know.
I can guess.
Yeah, probably.
I can guess the answer.
Yeah, I can guess the answer, man.
Alex says about 300 now online. I think
nice.
that was for the other question.
Oh, okay, that's good. Alex out here getting it.
All right, still waiting. Oh, Quick says 0.
Okay.
0.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of guess that.
Yeah. It's all good.
Angel says 1 to 10. Patrick says 0.
Okay. This guy says sales says
100 subs.
That's what's good, man. All right, cool.
Not many yet.
Let's get a question number. Oh, who's this? Wait a minute. Who's that? I know that girl.
She's amazing. I watch her YouTube videos all the time. She's so good.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
This is Bella.
Shout out to Bella.
Hey, Bella.
Shout out to Bella. What's that in the middle?
Huh? Oh, that's Big Brandon Carter.
Oh.
That's Big Brandon Carter from Southside Shop. Yeah.
I haven't heard about him.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing. All right, listen. So now we're gonna get to what do you want, right? Like how much do you want to make per month from your online business, right? Like how much do you want to make per month? Like what's your goal, right? If you got a modest goal, you want to just make an extra $2,000 per month to pay the rent. That's cool. Let me know. If you want to go hard, you want to be making $10,000 a month. You know, like let me know that. And I want to know where your goals are. I want to see where you guys at. Like, how much money do you want to make per month online? Type it in, man. Type it in. Okay, Alex wants
10K online per month.
Okay.
Alex says
that's a good goal, man.
That's a good one.
That's attainable, man. That's attainable. You can do that.
So it says 5K right now. Roman says 50,000.
Okay.
Alex says 10K online per month is goal, short-term goal. Haha. Jackson says 10K.
All right.
Zachary says 10G a month. Sounds doable.
We go to $25.
25,000.
Oh, okay. That's I hope so because that's a period. Though.
Yeah,
so
but that's like 3 zeros behind it.
But maybe hopefully that's what he meant. He just got to get the comma instead
money.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, cool. All right. And how many followers do you want, like online? Like, what's your goal, like for followers, like on social media? I just want to know where you guys are at. What your goals are? Yeah, a month. How many followers you guys want to be getting a month on, whether it's YouTube, IG, Facebook, whatever? Let me know.
Twitter.
Some more.
Yeah. Oh, Quick says $250,000 a month.
$250,000 a month. All right.
Yeah, it was money.
It's ambitious.
It says, "LOL, everyone wants to make 10K."
Yeah,
I get it.
I mean, that's not outrageous. Like I've got like business coaching clients that I've helped get like way past that. You know, that's not like that's not bad. That's not That's easy.
Money says 1,000.
1,000 quality followers.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Anybody else want? How many followers do you want? Let's answer one more time because we in this. A little bit of a time delay. All right. Why you think?
Wait. Idris says 1,000 followers per month, and Juan says I want to pass King Carter. Joseph says
set obtainable goals, brother. You want to set obtainable goals. When you said $10,000 a month, I was like, cool, we can do that. But when you say you wanted to be bigger than me, you should be though, right? Because you guys are starting with the information that I'm gonna give you today, right? That you don't have now. Cool. That I didn't have when I started. All right. So now we want to know what it is, what you want, right? And we know what you have. So what's the gap? Just write it down, right? Write it down on your worksheet. Like what's the gap between where you are and what you want as far as followers and as far as money, right? Write down what the gap is. If you're making zero money, which most of you guys were, and you wanted to make 10, then the gap is $10,000, man. You know, if you got 0 followers and you want 10,000 followers a month, then the gap is 10,000, man. Just write that down. You know, write that down on your paper, and let's get it, man. Like I said, I mean, you got 20,000 this year, right? Subscribers, and your Instagram grew even faster. Right?
Oh, we talked about yes. Yep.
Yeah,
20. It was 20K.
Nice, and that's why we're here, man. That's why we're here to close the gap, right, between what you're currently making online with money and followers and what you want. Because if I had the information that I'm going to share with you today, years ago, I would have had that second number easily. I would have closed the gap a lot easier, right? So I want to show you how to close the gap, all right? So you can, accomplish your goals and really like live the life you want. So you can have the freedom to do what you love, right? So you can travel, all right? So you can, take care of your family. So you can quit your shit job and do something you love, man. How's that sound, guys? That sound good? Let's get it. We're ready to close the gap, man. All right, so check this out. I want you guys to write that down. So we're about to close the gap. It won't let me use the pen. That's discouraging.
Not today.
Not today. Hold up, guys. I'm gonna restart this real quick. Just hang in there with me. Hang in there with me. Oh, still no pen. All right, so we're just going to have to use the laser.
Yeah, it's the laser.
Guys,
better look at the screen.
It's going to be a laser.
Yeah.
That's whack. All right, right. Draw this circle on your thing. You know, draw this circle on your. I wonder why not. Oh, I know why. All right, hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. You heard? I'm about to, because I really got some stuff I want to share with you, and I just want to make sure it's right. I want to do it to the best of my ability. Sound good? Tech, tech. Even I have tech issues sometimes. All right.
You fixed it.
I fixed it. All right, sorry. So here's the 3 things we're going to teach you guys today. All right. You want us to write down the circles on the paper? Hell yeah, Michael. Let's do it. Write down the circles, man. This is your online business model. All right. Your $1 million online business model. And the 3 things you need to learn are content, right? How to produce content. Okay. How to make content. Bam. Products. How to make products that people will buy, right? Because you can't make money, right? You have to actually people have to give it to you in exchange for a product or service, right? That they think is valuable. Okay. So remember that. So you got to have something to sell, basically. Then you need a team, right? You're going to need people to help you out, and whether it's people online or whatever, you're going to need to build a team. No man can do it all on his own. You guys getting this? All right. So check me out, man. Here we are, man. There's 3 sections in each, right? So in content, we're going to have lead generation. A lead can be like followers or subscribers or people who like your page. These are leads, right? Fans or SEO. This is search engine optimization. This is how you get found online, right? This is how people find you, right? Then authority. Like you need authority, right? So people have to, if people want to buy from you, they have to know you, like you, and trust you. You have to walk the walk. You guys getting that? You understand what I'm saying? And then in team, there's something called opportunity cost. Don't worry about that right now. I'm going to teach you exactly what that means, but it's very important. Freedom, right? Because you need time to make this shit happen. Okay. Make sure you got to write this down. I'm going to go into detail in a minute. Scale means like being able to take it to the next level, being able to sell more products, and then with products, you need some sort of sales mechanism. Okay. How are you selling your products? Is it email? Is it or is it social media? Is it Facebook ads? Yeah, whatever. How are you making sales? Are you getting on the phone with people? Automation. How can you automate it so you make money in your sleep? I made money more. I woke up with more money than I would sleep with, man. Real talk. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do it. Sounds good? That's because it's automated. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You guys getting this? And then the strip club funnel. This is really important. This is something I'm going to teach you guys. Strip club funnel is my favorite part of the presentation. You'll learn everything you need to know about marketing. Okay. Now it's important you have all 3, right? It's important you have all 3 because if you have all 3, you hit the sweet spot right here in the middle, right? But if you only have content and a team and no product, well then you don't make what? You don't make money. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if you have content, right, and you have a product, but you don't have you don't have a team to help you deliver it and get that to the masses, then you don't make what? You don't make money. I'm an artist, right? And if you have a team and a product, but you don't have the content,
I can guess what happens.
Anybody knows about it.
I can guess.
Yep.
What happens? You don't make money.
You don't make money. No. But however, if you get all 3, then you hit something I like to call the sweet spot, right? And if you hit the sweet spot, you'll be out here balling. You'll make money. This is where the money happens. Okay, you guys getting that? I hope you guys are getting that. Because this is important. You need all 3. Does everybody understand what I'm saying right now? Like you need all 3. All right. Now, listen, let me ask you a question. Where do you guys think you're lacking the most? Is it all three? Do you have a product but you don't have fans? Do you have team, but you don't have any content or products? Like, where do you guys think you're lacking the most? Think about that. I want you to write that down on your papers. Write that down. Go ahead and write that down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because it's real important. Matter of fact, tell me, like, where do you think you're lacking the most?
Zachary says no fans. Marcelino says products. Patrick says all three.
Okay.
Dustin says team/content. Adrian says team. Michael says lead. Oh, see, he
doesn't have
picked,
lead.
He picked one.
All right, yeah. It's nice.
Ellie says product. Jackson says all. Osiris says team and product.
All right, cool. All right, well, listen, man, wherever you guys are currently at, I want you to know that I understand where you're coming from, right? You're probably starting off a lot better than I started off, right? I was broke, zero social media the majority of my life. In fact, it was only a few years ago, I was actually sleeping in my car, man, wondering where I was going to pay rent, because I couldn't pay rent and I didn't have any money, and I was wondering how I was going to eat food, right? You see, I was born on the south side of Chicago, right? Those of you don't know about Chicago, it's a gang-infested wasteland where hope is in short supply. I was surrounded by gang members, drug addicts, violence from preschool to college. In fact, I'm ashamed to admit this, but when I was in my 20s, I was actually selling drugs, man. I was a drug dealer, right? And I don't want you guys to make the same mistakes I made, right? And I was doing that because, I always wanted to be famous. I always wanted to be rich and famous. And my idol was The Rock. I thought I'd be a superstar entertainer like The Rock, right? People told me I had charisma and I was entertaining. And plus I had a passion for music. I play guitar, keyboard, drums. And in fact, after college, I actually got signed to Sony Records as a rapper, but then I got dropped, man. I got dropped from the label, and I was in fucking New York City, most expensive city in the world, middle of the recession. I couldn't get a job, and I didn't know what to do, right? So basically, I started working for my boy's moving company, right? I was like, just trying to figure out a way to make things happen, right? And still trying to become a rapper, right? I was working on I was working for the moving company. And then I also had another job at my other boy's restaurant on the weekends, and I was still training people, right? Because I had been a trainer since college, right? The whole time trying to do rap gigs on the side, still trying to follow my dream, man. But it looked like it wasn't going nowhere, man. It looked like it wasn't going nowhere, right? So every day I woke up miserable, right? I woke up straight, just miserable, dreading Mondays, you know what I'm saying? Desperately waiting for Fridays. But even on Fridays, I had to work, right? So on the weekends, I still had to work. I don't know. I felt like I wasn't really making any progress in life, man. Have you any of you guys ever feel like that? You guys ever feel stuck? You feel like you didn't know what to do, right? Have any of you guys ever felt like that before, man? Because that's where I was at, man. And like I said before, man, I wanted to make some real money, man. I wanted to make some real money. I felt like the music wasn't working and I couldn't get a good job. I was out here working these side hustles almost, and just felt I was miserable. So I was like, you know what, man, being from Chicago, I know a way I can make some money. And I started selling cocaine, man. And this is something I never thought I would do, but I'm actually ashamed to admit this. I'm not trying to brag about it. I'm ashamed to admit this, man. I just wanted to make some serious money, man, and I couldn't really do it, right? And I didn't feel good about what I was doing, but I was just doing it anyway, man, because I was young and stupid, and I made a lot of mistakes. I'm sure you guys have done things for money that you didn't really you're not really proud of, or at least something you didn't really enjoy, right? Something that maybe you wouldn't do for free, right? That's what I was doing this, man, and I felt bad about it, but man, I just wanted this money, man. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted this money, and I was making the mistake, but it started to catch up with me, and I'll explain to you what happened, man. One day, I got a call from my mother. I was in New York. No, I got a call from my sister. It was a bunch of missed calls, and then I checked. I called her back, and I was in the middle of Manhattan. I'll never forget it. I saw a bunch of missed calls from my sister, man, in the middle of the day, and it was summertime in New York. And, I called her back. I was like, yo, why you blowing me up? Kim, what's good? And she said, yo, man, she said, Dad, man, your dad is missing. And they found a suicide. I was like, nah, no fucking way, man. This can't be, man. This is my dad, man. Like, no fucking way, man. Nah, I couldn't believe it because I had talked to him the night before, right? I just talked to him and we were just talking about normal stuff. So I get on the first plane to Chicago, man, and I see my mom, and I'm still not trying to believe this shit. I'm like, nah, it's got to be something. Something's wrong. I'm trying to figure it out. And then I'm at my mom's house in Chicago. We hear a knock on the door, and 2 police officers come in. They like, Mr. Carter. I'm like, yeah. And they asked me and my mom to sit down, and they said they found my dad, man. They found him. They found him. He had a bullet in his head, and he shot himself in a hotel room, not far from the house. And that's when everything. That's when everything kind of just came crashing down, right? That's when everything came crashing down. I realized, he was involved in some things that he shouldn't have been involved in as well. We're both from Chicago, from the South Side, and we didn't really know no better. We knew better, but you become like the people you're around. So just remember that, man. Remember, you become like the people you're around. And, my dad was, he was my best friend, like I always felt like no matter what happened, my dad had my back, right? And now, like, there was no safety net. I was out here on my own, I felt like. And on top of that, I had to take care of my family, right? And shortly after that, one of my closest friends, man, my homie Esco, he was found murdered in Jersey in his car. He was doing the same stuff I was doing. And another friend named SV, he got called by the police and he was sentenced to like life in prison, right? He's still in there right now in Florida, right? So here I just want you to see where I'm at, man. Here I am, my mid-20s, deadbeat, no, like I didn't know what to do. I felt like everybody around me was like either dying or getting sent to jail because of the stuff they were involved in. And I didn't want to be involved with that either, right? I wanted to change my life. So I went back to New York and I decided I'm not going to do no more crime. I'm going to do 100% and build my, I wanted to do something legit that would actually help people. All right. So I went back to training people, but I also went back to working, being a personal trainer doesn't make a whole lot of money, right? So I was also working went back to working those other jobs. There's 3 jobs, right? I was working for the moving company, I was working at the restaurant, and I was training people, right? Because I wanted to be legal, do everything legal, and just really, I wanted to change my life, the direction my life was heading, right? These tragedies, man, kind of like sparked something in me, right? Sparked me. I wanted to take it to the next level. And I kind of realized, man, I was wondering if I can like train people online. It's the only thing I was actually really good at, training people. I wonder if I can take my business online, right? I didn't know how to do it. So I started social media. This is my first YouTube page. And, I started building it up. And I found, man, all I had was a little flip phone. So all you guys saying, oh, I don't know how to write camera. Like I don't know how to write camera or equipment. I had like the cheapest little flip camera, right? You can't even buy it no more. And I started making videos and people liked them. And I started doing content in a way that I'm going to teach you in this presentation that actually made people want to follow me, right? Without having to pay for it, without having to do anything. Like, it made people want to follow me, and I'll teach you how to do that, right? So I kept going. Eventually, my Facebook got over to 1.6 million likes, right? On social media, over 100,000 YouTube. Over 100 million YouTube views. And then I also, at the same time, was able to build a business, like a legit fitness business. And I ended up getting like fans all over the world. People started to notice me. People started to recognize me, tell me how much I impact. And we get these like testimonials all the time from people. We started a supplement company, me and my boy Brian, Bro Laboratories. These are 4 of our products: pre-workout, BCAAs, fat burner, coffee, right? We got like 10 employees now, man. Customers all over the world. We be going to expos. You know what I'm saying? All over, it's a lot of fun. Now the life I live is I'm actually helping people while doing what I love. And that's what I want to help you guys do today. Sound good? I want to show you guys how I did it and how you can do the same. But more importantly, like I said, remember I said you become like people you're around? Like, I started doing crime and because I was around criminals. I grew up around criminals. I had criminals in my family. Like my father, what happened to him, and I was down that same path. You become like people you're around. Now that I'm doing good, I get to hang out with other successful people. You guys know this guy, Steve Cook, this dude named Juju. He's got like 1 million Instagram followers, and he's got his own fitness business. My man, Vince Saint. It's not Vanilla Ice. It's actually Vince Saint. Vince needs to shave his armpits, man. Make sure we tell him to do that next time we see him. That's my boy. He's got a amazing $1 million fitness business too. You guys know this guy, Mike Rashid. This is my dog. He has an online fitness business. He crushes it. My man, Student Aesthetics. How old is Student?
I think he's like 22.
He's like 22, man. He's got his own clothing line now. He makes 100% of his living online from his fitness business. CT Fletcher, man. You guys heard of this dude, man? He has a thriving fitness business. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this guy before, man. He used to make a lot of YouTube videos. I think he still makes videos. Yeah, I'm just playing Christian Guzman, man. He crushes it. He just came out with his own energy drink. Like, he's out here crushing it. Connor Murphy, this kid is 21 years old. Before he was out of college, he had his own clothing line, and he made over $100,000 with his fitness program the first week he came out. And I helped him do that. I'll show you guys how we did that later. This little lady, man, what's this chick's name? Kino Body, man. Yeah, she has her own fitness line, and she does really great, with it. Kino Booty. Yeah. Yeah. Joseph Ratchet. Bradley Martin, Elliot Holst is one of my mentors. Jay Cutler, Mr. Olympia. This is us hanging out in Vegas, man. We just had some dinner in Vegas, man. He was like, just asking me, he's got a supplement company too, and we just running stuff by each other. Yeah, he was just running stuff by each other. Cali Muscle, Teron Beckham, Ronnie Coleman, 8-time Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman. Sometimes he's just like, hey, Brandon, how do I get my arms as big as yours? I'd be like, yo, Ronnie, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? Set obtainable goals. Phil Heath, he's doing pretty good for himself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I say all that to say, like, once you change your surroundings and you change what you're doing, you change your life, right? Now, I get the opportunity and the freedom to travel to cities like Sydney, Australia, London, you know what I'm saying? Rome, Italy. I've been able to put out books, best-selling books. Like this book right here, Ultimate Cuts, has almost 800 reviews with a 5-star average. I challenge any of you to find any fitness book on Amazon with this many accolades. You know what I'm saying? Basically, my whole life changed, right? And one thing I want you to take away from this is the importance of like authority, social proof, and actually like what happened, what can really happen. This is what I want you to take away. What can really happen when you go after your dreams and accomplish them, right? Like, and when you commit to them, right? What can happen, how your whole life can change, right? This is the same guy who was a drug dealing criminal, right? Who has been sleeping in his car because he was so broke. Now I'm hanging out with guys like Ty Lopez, best-selling authors like Mark Manson, Robert Greene, Ryan Holiday, Cal Newport, this chick, Gerard Adams, Lewis Howes, the list goes on and on and on. Oh, this is me and Tim Ferriss, the author of 4 Hour Workweek. We just, hanging out in Austin, man, just kicking it. This New York Giants Super Bowl champion Steve Weatherford, right? Like your whole life can change is what I'm trying to say. Like once you go after your dreams. And like, I just remember, like, it's a difference. Let me ask you a question, guys. You can see I went from broke drug dealer who hung out with losers to wealthy, successful CEO who hung out with champions, like literal champions. My question is, how did I do it? And how can you do it? Can anyone guess what's the most important quality my transformation was? Type it in the text box. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think was the most important quality that made me go from really like bad person, drug dealing loser to millionaire CEO champion? This is my championship ring I'm drawing.
Wow.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know what you guys think was the main thing that allowed me to accomplish that. Because I want you guys to get that too, man. Let me know what you got. Where you guys at?
Michael says your strong will. Marcelino says mindset. Zachary says doing all that can be done. Doing all that can be done each day. I guess he means like doing as much as you can each day. Say says pain. Andrew says teachability index. Mooney says social education mind change. Andrew says being coachable, Roman's mindset, staying focused on the end goal, resilience, work ethic.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all of that is true. All that's true. All of that's true is like definitely this commitment, making a decision to do it, going all out, and really, and like someone said, being a student, man, I had mentors and stuff, and like mentors were really important to me. Mentors were really important to me. Elliot Holst was one of my first mentors, and he kind of gave me the blueprint of how to do this, and I want to give that to guys, to you. All right, sound good, right? And all that gave me what? Freedom, right? Now I have the freedom, right, to actually. It's snowballs, man. Once you start getting a little bit of freedom, then you can work harder on the stuff that you really enjoy, and you get more freedom. You can work hard on stuff you really enjoy. So eventually, I was able to quit training. I was able to quit. I had 3 jobs. I was able to quit the moving job. Then I started making enough money off my business where I was able to quit the job at the company. I mean, I'm sorry, at the restaurant, and then. And that snowballed, and I was able to quit training people one-on-one, and I only was working with people online, right? And that helped me really. Once I got the freedom, then things really took off. A lot of you guys want to start on these part-time with your other job, and that's cool. That's cool. That's what you have to do for now. But just know it's a snowball, man. It's going to snowball. But you also got to have knowledge, right? So I want you guys to go back to your $1 million online business model. All right. And I want to ask you, what are your biggest issues? I know I asked you before, but just type it in. What are your biggest issues with the 3? Like, where are you lacking the most? Is it content, team, or product? And if it's all 3, it's all 3. If it's 2 of them, then it's 2 of them. Just let me know when you guys are at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I really want you guys to. All right. I want to get a better. So there's more people on now, right? So I want to see where you guys are. Where you guys lacking? Because you need all 3 to really hit this sweet spot and accomplish your goals.
Dwayne says all 3. Dustin says team/content. Adrian says find the right team to work with.
Okay.
Patrick says I have no network.
No network.
Idris says all 3. Moni says content and team, content and product, team. Quick says team and content. Patrick says all 3.
All right, cool. All right, that's good. So I wanted you to know wherever you are weak, your weak points are, it's not your fault, guys, right? It's not your fault, man, because people are always saying you need things in order to grow your online business. You need softwares like Infusionsoft, or to make videos, you need like a fancy camera, right? And you need like this or that software that happens, you need a bunch of different kinds of software. And what happens, guys? What happens when you see you need all this? What happens? You become overwhelmed and you end up doing nothing, right? So what's your problem, right? Your problem really, it isn't that you don't have the equipment or the software. It isn't that it's really that you haven't started, right? If you take nothing away from this presentation today, start everything right now with what you got, right? If all you have is an iPhone camera, then use the iPhone camera. Right. If all you have is Gmail for your email list, then use that. Right. The point is to just go, and you'll see your results skyrocket. You just got to go for it sometimes. Like don't let these things hold you back, man. I want to be real with it. Don't let these things hold you back, man. All right. Now, having that said, you will get much farther with direction and a plan. Right. And the best way to do that is to identify through self-assessment. So I want to play a game. No, I want to skip that part. I want to skip the game. I want to teach you guys. I want to go through we don't have time for the game, right? So I'm gonna just go straight to the content and teach you guys how to build all this. How's that sound? Type 1 if that sounds good to you. If we can just go into teaching you guys how to build each step of this. That sound good? Let me know that's cool. Type 1 if you want to learn how to build your business model.
I see 1. Jen says 1. Dwayne says 1. Roman says 1. Money says 1. Okay.
All right, they're ready. They're ready. All right, cool. So first thing, let's talk about building products, and the way you guys build a product. I want to show you how the main thing I learned is this is a strip club funnel. It's my favorite part of the presentation. And usually I say this for last, but I want to get into it at first. The strip club funnel, and I learned this at a strip club. Right, I was at a strip club. Who here has ever been to a strip club? Who's ever been to a strip club? All right. You might be thinking, like, what is it? What does the strip club have to do with starting an online business? Well, you're about to know very soon, right? But first, let me address the funnel, because really the funnel is the most important word. What is word? The funnel. Building an online sales funnel or marketing funnel. A lot of you guys don't know what that means, but you're about to learn. And I learned it at the strip club. Okay. Now check this out. Here's the thing about the funnel. You know, like the whole God thing, God, you know, Jews, Christian, Muslims, you know, etc. Like my stance on that is, you know, maybe there's God, maybe there ain't. You know, I'm not sold, but I won't rule it out. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I don't take a firm stance on that, right? But it is one thing I believe in, and it's called the funnel. My religion is called funnelism. I believe in the sales funnel more than I believe in anything. I pray to the funnel 5 times a day, and I ask him or her to bring me thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. All right. In short, let me tell you what the funnel is. The funnel is a way to get prospects to go from freeloaders or low ticket cheapskates to high ticket hyperactive buyers. And to show you how to do that, we're going to first need to take a short trip to the strip club. All right, bring out your worksheet sheets or draw this upside down Illuminati pyramid. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I'm gonna show you guys, this is the most important thing you ever learn in your life. All right, you're not gonna learn anything, like you guys can skip school next semester, right? This is the most important thing you're gonna learn. All right, check this out. Okay, so it was about 4 or 5 years ago. Me and my business partner, Brian, we were in Las Vegas, okay? We were in Las Vegas, Nevada. It was September, like summertime. And we were there for the Olympia. Like, we didn't have a booth that year with our products, but we knew we wanted to do that the following year, right? Because we had some new products coming out. And we were just down there to check it out. And it was like a really hot night, summer night, you know, really warm summer night in Vegas. And I was like, yo, Brian, I got a great idea. Let's go to the strip club. He's like, man, that is an amazing idea. I believe we should do that. So we go to the strip club, right? And we knew some people in Vegas. So we get in there for free. You guys can finesse your way. You should enter strip clubs for free, right? No big deal. All right. We get in there for free. Okay. And as soon as we walk in, they pat us down, you know, and then we walk in and we hear, like, I remember the Flow Rider song was out, man. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. All right, whatever. And that song was on, and it was women walking around with drinks, you know, and there's other women, like, you know, with not a lot of clothes on. Like, man, that's a good environment. This is a good environment, you know, for tonight. I like the way this night's going. And every strip club, there's a bunch of stages, but there's usually one main stage. That's like the main stage, right? And as luck would have it, as we walked in, there was 2 seats right center of the main stage. And me and Brian walked straight to the main stage, sit in those 2 seats. And there's this chick on the pole, she's dancing, doing the thing, and then she's done, and then we hear the announcer say, "And now, welcome to the stage, Cinnamon, come to the stage." And then this chick, man, she comes to, all right, she looks just like Tomb Raider. What's Tomb Raider's name? The girl from Tomb Raider? Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. She looks just like, except her hair is like the color of cinnamon. Presumably, that's why her parents named her Cinnamon. I don't know. But we get in there, and she gets to stage, yo, man, immediately, man, like, yo, I can tell Brian's my best friend, so I can tell when he likes a girl. And he was like mesmerized by this chick. It wasn't normal. And she goes on a pole and she does some acrobatic stuff. At this point, it's not even sexual. It's just like impressive, right? The stuff she's doing. And she slides down the pole real slow like, right? And she lands and then slowly crawls, man, like painfully slow, like a panther about to pounce on his prey towards Brian. She's looking him dead in the eye and crawls to him, man, like a silky panther. And then Cinnamon Tomb Raider starts twerking in front of Brian. All right, she starts twerking in front of him, man. And then at the end of her twerk, she moves her panties out, right? You know, pulls them out, or G-string. I'm sorry. And Brian's cue to put a dollar in there. So so Brian puts $1 in there. All right. And she says, thank you. Then she goes and twerks in front of all the other guys on the stage, and we all put dollars in there, right? And then she leaves. All right, give a round of applause for Cinnamon. All right. Cinnamon Tomb Raider leaves the stage, right? But her and Brian, man, lock eyes. She's on the other side of the stage. Other girls on the stage, Brian didn't even notice. He's still staring at Cinnamon. He's infatuated. All right. She walks towards Cinnamon. Cinnamon Tomb Raider walks towards Brian. So slow, man. So slow. Looking him in the eye. No, looking him in the soul the whole time. All right. And she walks up to him, like, stands between his legs, rubs his shoulder, say, "Oh, would you like a dance?" And Brian's like, "Yeah." And they do it, and he gets a lap dance. She gets a lap dance. Now, let me guys ask you a question. Why did Cinnamon Tomb Raider come to Brian for a lap dance? Why do you think? I'm gonna tell you why right now. Because write this down. This is real important. It's easier to sell to someone who you already sold to, right? So this was like the first sale. This is like the first. Hey, Jab, Jab's telling me to fast forward. Listen, motherfucker, you will listen to everything I say or leave, or you listen and like it. Sorry, everyone else. So listen, what I was saying, it's easier to sell to someone you already sold to. Right. And basically that was like the low ticket sale. Right. So she already sold him on the twerk. Then it was easy to go to the dance. Does this make sense? Right. So Brian starts dance. She's dancing on Brian. And whatever reason, man, it's not that long. The dances aren't a whole song. Right. And she says, "Would you like another dance?" And Brian's like, "Yeah." And she gets another one. You know what I'm saying? And then that dance, "Would you like another one?" Like, "Yeah." Now, here's the thing. Guys, have you ever been to a strip club? If you get 3 dances from a strip, what does she usually ask you next? Anybody know? You guys might not know. You guys might not be experimenting. She says, let me tell you what she said. She says, "Hey, would you like a private dance? Would you like a private dance?" Now, private dance typically is about $150 for about 20 minutes, right? Now, why didn't Cinnamon Tomb Raider start with this? If that's what she wanted, why didn't she just start this? Because that's ridiculous. It's easier to sell to someone you already sold to. So she worked him down the funnel. You get what I'm saying? She worked him down the funnel. Does that make sense? Like, you don't just go up there, you want to go to private dance. No, okay, this guy likes me, he gives me $1, bam. So now I'll sell him some of the dances, and then bam, I can take him here. It makes sense within this context, right? So Brian goes and he wants to dance, so he goes and gets to dance with her. Right. And mind you, I end up with a private dance too while he's gone. Okay. I end up with getting a private dance too. Now here's the thing. I got some other chick work me through her same funnel too. Right. If some chick asks me, say, "Hey, Brandon, I'll dance." I don't care how she is. If I'm just walking down the street, she says, "Hey, I'll dance on you for $150. If you give me $150, I'll dance on you for 20 minutes. That would sound ridiculous. It wouldn't make sense. And I was like, "What? Get out of here." Even if she was hot. But within this context, it makes sense because it's the funnel. And this is where you see a lot of people make mistakes, is they go and ask for some big sale as soon as they meet you, right? But you got to warm people up. You got to warm audiences up. We're going to talk about that more. But this is how I learned it at the strip club. So I get out my private dance, and I'm like, "Yo, Brian, where you at, man? We got to go. We got to be up early tomorrow." And I sent him a text, right? Because I couldn't find him. And he sends me a text, man, and I think I screenshot it. I had to save it somewhere, man. And he says, "Hey, man, I already left. I'm with Cinnamon Tomb Raider, man, on the way back to my hotel room." I'm like, "Oh shit, man!" I felt like a weird combination of emotions I never felt before. It was like a mixture of intense pride and like crippling, debilitating jealousy, like all mixed together. So anyway, I'm like, all right, whatever. I guess I'm gonna go back to the hotel room too. I gotta get up in the morning, you know. So I get back to the hotel room. I get in the cab, go back to the hotel room, go through the lobby, go up the elevator, and then I start walking past the room. And Brian's room was adjacent to mine. As I start walking past him, he opens the door. He's not wearing a shirt, and then Cinnamon Tomb Raider walks out. And I'm like, oh, and then we watch her walk down the hall and go down to the elevator, and then she leaves. And I'm like, "Yo, what happened? Yo, Brian, what happened, man?" That was like hella quick, man. It was, damn, what's up, man? You know, that's got to be embarrassing. And he's like, "Nah, man, nah. We didn't do anything. She asked me for $500. Okay, you see what I'm saying? She worked him down the funnel. She didn't just go up and Brian said no, right? Because he has like self-respect or whatever. But like he worked him down the funnel. Now here's the thing. She didn't just start off this because it's easier to sell someone you are so she worked them up to this. Now what happens is I start seeing this everywhere. Now in when the iPhone 7 came out, Apple became the most profitable company of all time, Apple computers. How much is iTunes the software or QuickTime? iTunes the software. It's free, right? All right, well, if you want an iSong, how much is that? Oh, wow, that's $1. Same price as a twerk from Cinnamon Tomb Raider. Well, if you get that, then shit, man. I got iTunes, iSongs, now I need a phone. Might as well get an iPhone. You probably get it, for free or for like cheap with your carrier. But if you're gonna get that, you might as well get Apple Care, right? You might as well get a case. Right? Okay, well now I got an iPhone, Apple Care, iSongs, iTunes. I need a laptop, might as well get a Mac, right? Oh, now, but man, I got my own online fitness business. Maybe I need to do some serious computing. Maybe I want a desktop. Well, if I got all this stuff, what am I going to get? Right? You see how that works? You see this everywhere. You see this everywhere. And here's the thing. You don't see advertisements for Macintosh desktops. Or even, you don't even see many for MacBooks. You see iPhones and you see iTunes. They don't do a lot of iTunes ads before, but you did at one point, right? They're not going, okay, but like, let's take it somewhere else, man. You go to McDonald's, it's free to walk in McDonald's, right? If you go into McDonald's and only buy a hamburger, McDonald's makes about 89 cents. Like, you get what I'm saying? You only get like 89 cents. That's how much they make, right? If you just bought a hamburger, 89 cents. But if you say, hey, I just want a fucking hamburger, what are you going to say? Oh, man, you want fries with that? You want to supersize that? You want the meal? You know what I'm saying? Now, Apple doesn't keep going down because they're going wide instead of deep. I mean, McDonald's, they're going wide instead of deep. But you see this everywhere. Now, let's take it. This is not just business, though. This is life. This was a revelation I had, guys. If you meet a girl, you can't. Now, most women, not all of them, I hate to generalize, just the ones that I know, they want to get married. They want to get married one day, right? Well, you can't just go up to a girl you meet. Oh, how you doing, man? I saw you today. You look very beautiful. I was wondering if we can get married, right? That's not gonna work. Well, you introduce yourself, right? You introduce yourself. Maybe you exchange phone numbers or Instagram. That's what the kids are doing now, right? Instagram. You get Instagram, right? Then maybe you go on a date. Okay, maybe you go on a few dates. Next thing you know, your boyfriend and girlfriend, right? Then you can get married, right? It's the same thing. You can't just see a lot. So the point is, a lot of you guys or a lot of people I see online, the big mistake they make is they try to get married on the first date. They try to get married as soon as they meet them, not even on the first date, right? But you gotta work. You gotta warm people up, man, because people like spending money. They like buying. They don't like spending money. They like buying stuff. But you gotta make them feel good about it, right? When you walk in, and you'll see this everywhere. You could go buy a car. What do? You get a test drive, right? Then they kind of take you down here because, they skip a lot of this, but you get what I'm saying, right? You guys getting this? Is this making sense? Now, how does this apply to you and your business? Well, let me give you an example. This is a case study, my boy, Connor Murphy. This is one of the most badass funnels I ever created from one of my students, Connor Murphy. He had a product called the Fuckable Physique. It was a fitness product to build a body to girls like that, because that was his angle. Now, Connor had a massive social media following. Just under 1 million subscribers on YouTube when I met him. Right? Only problem is he didn't have a product, right? He definitely didn't have a funnel. He was relying on sponsorship deals from like clothing companies like Gymshark and One Up Nutrition, and he had to parade their products on his page like a whore for way less money than he deserved, right? Connor was in college when I met him, right? He didn't want to have a normal job where he'd have to go in the office, and like clock in and all that. He wanted to accomplish this real quick, but he wasn't making no money from sponsorships or from YouTube to like really just have this, to have the freedom he wanted after college, right? So after getting me arrested in Connor, after getting me, I met up with Connor. He got me arrested, right? But after he got me arrested in Austin, Texas, what happened was he was I sat down and I had an online, what I call an online freedom strategy session with him, right? And we just basically mapped out exactly how he was going to build his business so he wouldn't have to work at the college, right? So check this out. I just him getting ready. So first thing we planned out in that session is how he's going to start his clothing line, Adonis, right? Now when that clothing line launched, it immediately did $30,000 in sales the first day. Okay, $30,000 the first day. Then we mapped out how he was going to how he was going to make, distribute, and sell his first program. And in the first, the Fuckable Zeke, and when that finally happened, within 1 week, he grossed over close to $200,000. Right? You guys want to know how he did that? You guys want to know how he did that? Let me show you how that happened. So first thing we did was when we had our online freedom strategy session, we mapped out that we were going to come out with a free program that he was going to give away. It's called Physique Game Changers, to build his email list. So he's giving some away for free, right? Right. The same way the same way it's free to get in the strip club or free to get iTunes, right? And then we put out. Then after we did that for a while, then we put out his program, Physique, the Fuckable Physique. All right. So now check this out. This is how it looked. This is how the funnel looked. They got something for free, and then they came to the sales page. Then immediately after they purchased the Fuckable Physique, we upsold them custom meal plans, like immediately after, like people who wanted. Then we immediately added them memberships to his membership site. If they said no to that, we offered them a different version with different pricing, right? So check this. Let me show you how this looked, how the funnel looked. So bam, people bought. We got about 160,000 sales from that. But then we got 23,000 sales from custom meal plans, 6,000 sales from his membership site, and then when we with a different pricing, we got another 3. Now here's the thing: these two are recurring, right? So we got these every month, right? So we ended up making more money here, right? Same way with the funnel. Is this making sense to you guys? This has all happened at the point of purchase, except for the free part. The free part was to get emails. Then we email people this. You guys getting this? Is this making sense? Like if we didn't have a legit funnel, we would have missed out on all this money, and all this money. And this is reoccurring money. Is this making sense to you guys? Is this making sense to you guys? Are you guys getting that? I just want to make sure you guys are. It's the same with any funnel. Let me know, guys, any questions about this or any insights that you guys have. Anybody have any insights or questions before I move on to the next part? Any insights? Right. So anyway, he ended up making about $200,000 off this, and it all started because we had that first online freedom strategy session where we mapped out how we were going to basically launch his products. Right? Is everyone getting that? Huh?
Michael says yes.
Mm-hmm.
Money says yes. Mooney says yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
All right, cool.
Yes. Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so let's talk about the next step, man, is content, right? Now, the first part of content is lead generation, right? You have to narrow down your market. All right. You have to explains all in the emails.
Okay, after.
Or,
you guys can ask questions afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to your questions.
Oh yeah, LLC and taxes, that's like a different conversation, man. Like we can do a whole that shit you can Google, bro. Like that's basic stuff you can just Google, man. Like I don't have no crazy insights on that. Like listen, we're gonna talk about like more high level stuff, man. Like Jackson, and I want to help you, but you can just Google that, man. Like if you get a chance to talk to Michael Jordan, man, you don't ask him how to dribble. You know what I'm saying? But I feel you, man. So anyway, first thing with lead generation is how to get subscribers, how to get followers, how to get leads, email subscribers. First thing you have to do is narrow in your market. So let's talk about this, man. Let me give you an example. You ever notice? Let me see. Okay, yeah, you go narrow your market, right? As I said, man, without leads, you don't have a business, right? You got to have potential customers, right? In short, a lead is a means by which you attract new customers, new prospects, and potential buyers, right? There are different ways of doing this, and just a few would include maybe free samples at the grocery store, right? Right. You ever know, you ever notice like people, they're not selling you anything. They say, hey, try the free sample, right? You get the free sample, right? Or maybe it's like, an ad in the New York Times. That's the way you can get leads. You can throw some ads in the newspaper, or you can like have YouTube videos or have content on the internet. Like this is me with my content, right? All right. Now these techniques, the purpose of these isn't to make money right away. All you want to do is get your foot in the door, right? So when you're at the grocery store and you try a vegan cookie free sample, the grocery store is hoping that you say, oh, I like these gay cookies, and how nice of Trader Joe's to give them away for free. I wonder how much a box will cost, right? You give them something free, and then they might want some more, right? And when you watch like one of my motivational videos on YouTube or one of my workout videos, I'm hoping you say, damn, this handsome black man, he's helping me with my fitness and my confidence. I wonder where I can find more of his stuff, right? So you get what I'm saying? So in both situations, you're looking for prospects, and the more content they consume, the higher likelihood that natural curiosity will lead them to find your products. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting that? All right. So let me now, but you got to narrow your market. So let me give you an example. This is a headline we found online for someone who's trying to, sell something, build leads. And he said, attention, everyone who loves muscles. Now this is bad, right? Because it's not narrow enough. Like everybody loves muscles. Everybody wants muscles, right? Now let me give you an example from my boy, Vince Del Monte. This is one of his headlines for one of his lead generation campaigns. He calls himself the skinny guy savior. It's a little more narrow. Who do you think he's going after, right? Who do you think he's trying to attract? Is he trying to attract women? No. Is he trying to attract fat guys? No. Nah, he's going after skinny guys who want to build muscle. So he's calling them out, right? You have to be narrow. This is important, right? So here's one of his headlines on his websites. Free muscle building presentation, hard gainer nutrition training guide to get big in less time. See, the problem with most people is they try to be everything to everyone. Okay. That won't work. What you have to do is you have to be narrow. You have to narrow your market and find your niche, right? He's going after skinny guys who want to build muscle in less time. You get what I'm saying? This is important. This is a really important tip, because if you don't narrow your market, then people won't resonate with people. It'll just be plain. It's kind of like you ever see, like one of those, you go to the ancient Chinese medicine, you see they're like laying on a bed of needles, right? It doesn't puncture the person's skin because the needles are laid out evenly. But if you have one strong needle, one big needle, it's gonna penetrate and puncture the person, hit them in the heart. And that's what you want to do, right? You don't want to market to everyone. You want to be distinct about who you want. Is this making sense to you guys? Is this making sense to you? Like, for example, my market, when I first started out, I was trying to go after young guys, man, who wanted to build muscle. Now, most of the time they wanted to build muscle is because maybe they're small, or were they picked on, or they wanted girls or whatever. But I made content that I knew would resonate with that audience, right? Excuses for Bitches is one of my most popular videos, over 1 million views, right? I knew that this would resonate with them. I wasn't going after women that wouldn't resonate with them. I wasn't going after old people that wouldn't. I was going strictly after who would resonate with. Are you guys getting this? You guys getting that? All right, so let me give you an example. So I want to show you a real example of one of my students that we helped this man. When I met Deja Carreras, she was working at a restaurant in Los Angeles, making like minimum wage, living with her parents. She loves fitness, but was terrified of trying to create her content online because of all the competition, right? I remember saying, oh, there's way too much competition and way too many fitness girls online, right? She feared she would post videos and like nobody would watch them, right? You guys ever felt like that before, right? And if anything, she thought that her friends and family would tease her, right? For, oh, you trying to do this fitness thing? You want to be, she was just kind of scared, right? Can anybody relate to that, right? So, when she finally started, her dreams actually came true, man. Very few people watched her videos, and almost none of them bought the stuff she was trying to sell, right? She couldn't get popular, right? And she tried a lot of stuff. She tried doing like follow for follow on Instagram, right? And that wasn't working for her. And she tried doing collabs with other fitness chicks, but because she was so small, like she couldn't get any big fitness chicks to collab with her. So like she was collabing with people on her level, and it still wasn't working. You know, it wasn't helping her. It wasn't giving her money. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, she met me, and we had one of those same online business freedom strategy sessions, and we mapped out what she was doing wrong and how she can change. Right? Now check this out. Check this out. So what we did was, in the session, we planned out that she would start making a few tweaks to how she spoke in her video and a few changes to styles of her work by narrowing her market. She started going, right? And her market was skinny girls who wanted a bigger butt, right? Skinny girls who wanted a bigger butt. So we only spoke to that. Before, she was doing like just random fitness stuff, just workouts, lose weight, but it wasn't like tailored to a certain demographic. And that's what you got to do. So she started making content just for skinny girls who wanted to build bigger butts, man. Right. And then like when you can see, man, like she started making, even see when she's going after women, like she can look at the colors of her product. Look at the colors. Look at the fonts. Right. This stuff, you couldn't sell this stuff to men, like with these colors and these fonts. She went strictly after young women who were skinny, wanted to build bigger butts. Right. And now check this out. Now she has her YouTube, man. She just got her plaque for 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? She posted on Instagram the other day, man. She's got more than this now, more views than this now, man. It's almost 8 million views now, right? And and plus, and even more importantly, what's even more cool is that she actually has, she makes a living full time. She had to quit her shit job, okay? She moved to New York, the city of her dreams. She paid off all her bills, paid off her debt, right? And now she's living her dream in New York. And it all started, man, from that first time we met. And we had that online fitness business game plan. You know what I'm saying? It all started with that. You know what I'm saying? And then she was able to take my advice and run with it and, take it to the next level. You guys getting this, man? Does this make sense to you guys? It all started, she had to narrow her market. So that's what I want you to understand with content. Narrow your market. You guys getting this? Is that cool, guys? All right, now check this out. The next thing you need, right? The next thing you need is actually content, man. But you can't do regular content, right? You just got to be informative, but it also has to be entertaining. And once you get that, you hit the sweet spot of infotainment. All right, infotainment. This is going to make your stuff helpful, but also people are going to like it. Say, for example, and you can't be too much on either extreme, right? Because if you're too silly, then you're a clown, right? And if no one's gonna take you seriously, so no one's gonna buy your products, right? And if you're too serious, then nobody's gonna know that you have products because you're too boring. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting this? So you want to find a balance. So anyway, this was a post I did on Instagram. It was about something about how to get abs, and I wrote something, but I got people's attention because I figured shirtless guys with dogs and guitars. I feel like that would get a lot of people like that on the internet. So I did that. This is how you do it, man. Let me show you. So you gotta. It's all about infotainment, man. So let me give you an example of one of my students. This is my boy Steve Fernandez. All right. He's one of Steve began before he was working with me. He was living in India, right? Working in some tech job he absolutely hated. Right? He had big dreams of quitting his job so he could pursue his dreams of teaching teaching people how to pass the English exam for citizenship. That's what he did. That's what he did. He taught people how to pass the English exam for citizenship to America, Canada, and other English-speaking countries. His goal was to really like have a full online business, but he didn't know how to do it. He didn't know how to set it up. He was good at teaching, but he didn't know how to set it up, right? So check this out. This is what Steve did, man. He had bad content, right? We found out he knew how to teach people how to do this, especially, he knew how to teach people English, but his content was boring as fuck, man. It was bland. He just got his white ball, and his videos were getting no views, right? So then he started to quit, man. He started to quit. He felt like he'd have to live in fucking India for his whole life, and he would never like really be able to do it online. He thought that maybe only Americans could do it. He almost didn't work with me because he thought that he had to have a fitness business, and he thought that this shit only worked in America, right? He was in India. He thought it wouldn't work. Now, but anyway, he decided to hit me up, and then we had our first online business freedom game plan strategy session. All right. And then we started making tweaks. And, we started making tweaks to how he presented. So we wanted to make it more entertaining, man. I was like, hey, man, get some background in there. Start drawing stuff, like wear some cool colors. Like the way he edited his videos, the way he presented himself. Then his video started to really take off, man. He really started to take off. He got, at this time, he got close to 500,000 views in a real niche, man. But more importantly, he was able to build his business, build his funnels, and he started making about $3,000 a month. But it was 3,000 American dollars in India, right? I'm not a currency expert, but I believe that's like $1 trillion. I believe that's $1 trillion. But yeah, he started making 3,000 American dollars while living in India. Now, fast forward today, Steve makes about $9,000 a month, and he's moved to Sydney, Australia, where he's actually having the time of his life, right? He was able to move out his parents' house, move to his dream country, and he works on his business full time. All right. And it all started because we had that online freedom strategy session, right, that we talked about. It all started with that, and he was able to take that information, and then we worked together a little more closely, and he took his business to the next level, right? You guys getting this? Does it make sense to you guys? Right? So the next step is content, right? So content is authority. I want to ask you, why'd you guys choose me? Why'd you guys choose me? Let me ask you guys. You guys could have been. There's a lot of people who teach how to make money online, start a business. Why'd you guys choose me? Type it in the comments. I'm curious. I'm curious why you guys chose me, because it pertains to what I'm about to teach. Type in the comments. We have time to read some of these other.
It just doesn't make sense.
You're telling me Hat Indian guy's name is Steve? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sarah says you have done what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
I guess it's because I don't like another guy.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary says you know what you're talking about. Quick says I identify with you. Quick says same goals. Joseph says you're relatable. Nice. All right, cool. So here's the thing, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, guys. And it's also, man, like authority, man. Like I've shown that, like, I really do this, man. Like I really like do this. Like I show authority. And even in the beginning of this presentation, I showed you me with all these other famous people. That's another way to just build an authority, right? Building authority. Oh yes, Brandon Steve Cook, best-selling author Lewis Howes, New York Giants football champion. Steve Weatherford and Yaya, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to show y'all. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, man. We don't really have time to go into everything on here. I wanted to go through all three of these. Let me just see, man. We got time to go through all of these. Okay. All right, let's talk about team, because I know a lot of you guys needed help with team. All right, so check this out. With team. The point I was trying to make with this is, like, you got to build your authority, right? You got to find a way to build your authority. Bella, remember when you first started working with me, you didn't have, you weren't a certified trainer. So the first thing we did was we got you what? Yeah, I needed to get certified before, like, actually teaching people.
Right, because we didn't want you to just be like a pretty girl, right? That's cool, but people don't actually always buy just for pretty girl. They want to like trust you, right? Has that helped you a lot in your career?
Yes, a lot for sure. Yeah.
It's just like, and that's cool. If you don't have the authority, you can build it, right? You start where you are with what you have, because we started before, but like,
it takes a long time for people to actually trust you if you don't have that.
And a lot of and also the authority can come just from making content, right? If you're actually helping people with your content, like, then that alone will build authority. Be like, oh, I did what this person said and it helped. You know, you do get that a lot in your videos of people saying you helped.
Yeah, for sure. And like transformations, like fitness goals and stuff.
Testimonials, like, get all these things are like really help, like with authority, and that's going to help you. I'm going to speed through a lot of this stuff, man. Let's talk about building a team. I know a lot of you guys need help with that. This is probably the last thing we're going to go over to. First, let's talk about opportunity costs. All right. Now, let's say that opportunity costs. In short, that means all opportunity cost means the money you're losing by doing one task versus another. What does that mean? Let me explain. All right, let's pretend Michael Phelps is both the best swimmer in the world and he's the best typewriter in the world, right? For whatever reasons, his little fish-like hands are amazing at typing at his computer, right? To keep things simple, let's say that every hour that Michael Phelps types, he makes $100, right? Not bad, right? No big deal, $100 an hour. But for every hour he swims, practices, or works out, let's say he makes $1,000 and, you know, a gold, 1/8 of a gold medal, right? Well, if Michael decided to do his own typing, websites, emails all the time, and I mean, like if he decided to do all that, that's time that he's actually not spending in the pool. Hey, that's time he's not spending in the pool. And since for Olympic, right. And since swimming in the pool for the U.S. Olympic team makes him more money and gold medals per hour than typing, it makes sense for Mike to hire a typist. He's better, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he actually loses money typing even though he's good at it, right? Does that make sense for you guys? Are you guys getting that? It's opportunity cost because you got to find what you do what makes you the most money, what's the best for you. I hope that makes sense. Let me explain. In my case, years ago when my video editor Johnny, he's actually next to me. When he started, I was a better video editor than him, right? But it made sense for me to pay him to edit my videos because I make more money being in front of the camera than behind it, right? I make the business more money being the star, and making the marketing campaigns and all that stuff. Are you guys getting that? You guys getting that? It's like every hour I spent fucking edited videos, I actually lost money. Does that make sense, guys? Right? I hope you guys are getting it. So you got to do what makes you the most money. Let me give you an example from some of my coaching clients. This is John and Gab, right? John and Mia. I'm sorry, right, from London. John and Mia are a couple whose favorite thing to do is travel, right? When they first met, they had big dreams of traveling all over Southeast Asia, but they lacked the finances to like do it at the way they wanted. They both had jobs they didn't really like. And they had standard 3-week vacations, right? So they didn't have the time, right? And they were hoping they could monetize their content somehow. But again, they were hindered by their 9-to-5 jobs and expectations from their parents and all that other stuff. You got a lot of you guys can relate to that, right? So and they were doing everything by themselves. They didn't have time to really do everything, right? And they thought about quitting, right? They thought about quitting and giving up and just, you know, joining the workforce in the rat race. And then they met me in London at an event I had, and they almost didn't want to work with me, right? Because they didn't have a fitness business, right? Same thing with Steve, and they also they were just wondering if it would really work from London, right? Luckily, we set up a online business strategy session, you know, a little game plan session of how they would actually build their business, so we can like really go into what they're doing wrong and what they can change, right? And the main thing I noticed is they didn't have the team; they were trying to do everything themselves, and they just couldn't do it. So this is how we fixed it. Right. I showed them sites online like Fiverr where they can get like graphic design done. Right. They can get actually like websites made on Upwork where they can hire freelancers that cheap. Now, these are cheap, right? Because there's a lot of times there's people in the Philippines or in other countries. Right. Other people, like all my ebook covers, I get them done on Fiverr for $5. Every one of my ebook covers. I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to design. But it's opportunity cost, baby. It's easier to just pick some up and do it. Or I get my ebooks edited on Upwork, right? All right. And it just worked. We hire freelancers and virtual assistants to do stuff all the time for cheap, like for really, really cheap. $5 for an ebook cover. It only costs like a little bit to get videos edited. You get what I'm saying? So when they started doing that, they began decreasing their opportunity costs by hiring graphic designers, video editors, ghostwriters, right? And they were able to focus on what made them the most money, which was traveling and recording videos. Okay, and now they have almost 1 million. They have over 1 million now. This is old. Over 1 million YouTube subscribers now, right? And they told me we made more money in 1 month than we made in an entire year on YouTube. You guys get what I'm saying? You guys getting this? They actually been able to work on their job, work on their business full time now, right? And that, you know, they proved their parents wrong, all the doubters, all the haters, And it all started with that online freedom session that we had in London with them. You guys getting that? Is this making sense to you guys? Let me know if you guys have any questions about this so far. Let me just know where you guys are at, because I have something I want to show you, actually. Okay, hold on. Let me know any questions about that so far. Any questions about that? Or any ahas? Any ahas? Any light bulbs go off? Let me know what you guys. Now here's the thing, guys. I want my first I want my next case study to be you, right? All these case studies, they started with people taking advantage of the online business game plan, freedom game plan. All right. And I want you guys to be the next one, right? We've seen how people went from zero following and zero ideas about online business to become basically social media celebrities and ballers, from poor in India to balling in Australia, from 9 to 5 terror to traveling to 21 countries like John and Mia, right? Remember that promise I gave you at the beginning about having something for those who wanted to take things to the next level? Well, if that's you, I want you to be my next case study, and I want to help you build your own online business. That sound good? So if you're interested in that, right? I'm not even selling you anything. You can just fill out this application to set up for a time for an online business game plan call with me or someone from my team, right? You set up, if you fill out the application, login spot. We only giving away a few spots. It's 100% free if you're accepted, right? We're not going to accept everyone, so fill out the application. And then if you want, let's talk about your goals, man. I want to do a Q&A in a minute. But while we're doing this, in 1 second, I want to do a Q&A, right? But for right now, before I do that, I want you guys to watch this video of some of the people who've worked with me. And
what up, Big Brandon Carter? This is Steven here. I just wanted to do this quick video and thank you for all the success that I've seen over the last year and a half. And it's all been because of following your advice. I've been able to start my own business, quit my job. I've almost doubled my income this year.
Yo, Brandon, just wanted to take a second and say thank you so much for all the help you gave me. It has definitely taken my business to the next level. I already owned a online fitness company when I was working with you, or when we started, but between like your help, I've applied that to my business and it's literally doubled, tripled, quadrupled since that day. So invest in yourself, work with Brandon, and again, thank you so much.
It's helped me build my online business, and slowly but surely I'm making money online.
Yo, what is up, guys? So I just want to give a big shout out to Brandon Carter. He has been an amazing business partner, you know, and like an expert marketer. He's helped me, you know, with the launch of my clothing line. He's helped me, like, you know, do all the marketing behind my, you know, workout programs, and it, you know, it's so obvious it's going to be an amazing success. So if you guys are thinking of working with Brandon to help build your business, I highly recommend it because it has helped me so much.
I always wanted to be free, to be my own boss. I already knew what I wanted to do, but the problem is that I had no idea how to do it. Brandon and his team and Loss, these guys are professionals, man, and they know what to do and they know how to do it. These guys will help you with everything. But, man, it depends on you, okay? Don't expect that somebody will do something for you, man. If you're really serious about your own company, about being free, about living another life which is not working for somebody, which is not 9 to 5, it's worth every penny, man.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Belle Rabik, and I want to tell you guys how I grew my social media over 50,000 fans and 500,000 views on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? In a little over than a year. But when I first started on social media, I was pretty intimidated, and there was so many fitness people on Instagram, and I did not know how to like stand out and compete with them. I was totally lost. I got like less than 10 likes on each picture, and that was a no bueno. That was not a good feeling. It wasn't until I met Brandon, and that's when I really got my social media together. I started learning when to post, what to post, and what my fans really wanted. And that's it. I started having fans. I started having people looking forward to my posts, getting so excited about what I posted, started asking questions about my workouts, my diet. They just couldn't wait till I posted something. And all of a sudden I started getting comments about, oh, you helped me gain weight, lose weight, get more fit. And it was just such an amazing feeling knowing that I played a part in that and helped them change their life for the better. And on top of that, Brandon showed me how to make money and make this my full-time job while helping others achieving their goals. And because of him, I now have a best-selling book on Amazon, I have a complete fitness program, and it's all just so exciting and so surreal, and I couldn't have done that without him. He actually took me by the hand and helped me how to write emails, how to create funnels, and all of that crazy stuff I never imagined I would be able to do. He makes it so simple and so easy to follow, so if I could do it, like anybody could do it.
How did you learn how to make your own products? Now you do fitness shit full time. You were working at a restaurant when you met me.
Yeah.
What was the process like starting your own online fitness business, you know?
Well, first of all, I didn't even know this thing even existed until I met Brandon. Like, I didn't know you can make money online like this. So when I met Brandon, he made me get certified as a personal trainer to make me more, what's the word?
Credible.
Credible, yeah.
You know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And of course, like, being around him teaching me his ways, I found, you know, I learned how to make like my own products, and like I'm doing 30-day challenges, and seriously it changed my life. Like, I don't have to work a 9 to 5 anymore. Like, I get to just work out of my bed. I can make money in my sleep. It's crazy. Yeah.
How much like you know, give him a range of how much you've been making like a month. Like starting from zero to this.
About like $5,000 a month.
Dave is one of my like one-on-one coaching clients. I don't have a whole lot, but can you tell them what it's been like since we've been working together, and how that's been helping you with your online business?
When I started with Brandon, I was doing about 50,000 a month, and that was in the beginning of August. It's only been what, 2.5 or 3 months, something like that. And then we did 2 sessions, and then last month we hit 67,000 for the month. So yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
And that was all profit. That was 17,000 profit.
How much profit?
17,000.
Profit, man. How has coaching helped you build your business?
Coaching in general?
Yeah.
Well, you know, over the last 2 years, I spent $85,000 on coaching. You know, I wouldn't be where I am if I wasn't. You can ask my wife where I was 2 years ago. We were in my mother's basement. We were living with her alcoholic boyfriend. I got in a fight with him. Like, it was pretty rough. And I don't know if I didn't have a coach or a mentor that I'd be doing what I'm doing today. When I talk to Brandon and I coach him, one of the things that I've learned spending all that money is, you know, if you're gonna hire a coach, hire someone that cares about you. Don't hire someone that's just trying to sell coaching.
We're on pace to hit our goal, getting them to six figures a month.
Yeah,
pretty much halfway.
My goal, I told him, it was 100,000 a month, and he asked, you know, like, you know, well, he asked me what I wanted, and I said 100,000 a month.
Yeah, like, yeah, we're about halfway there. I don't like doing math in public. Yeah, but we're about
2 sessions already.
Yeah, from 2 sessions, we're like halfway there. Thank you so much, Dave.
All right. With me, with my team and I, right, and go ahead and apply for a Freedom Game Plan strategy session by clicking the button somewhere, clicking the button that's on here. You know what I'm saying? And apply. Not everybody's going to be accepted, right? If we think you're a good fit, then we'll get on and talk, you know, and we'll talk and see if it's a good fit. And the reason we're doing this for free is because, you know, basically, man, I know that a good portion of the people will want more help, more like tailored help from me and my team on building their business, you know, and we'll work with those people. And if we're not a good fit, then that's cool, man. I'll give you some direction of stuff you guys can do, you know, if it's not a good fit. But right now, let's get into some Q&A. Let's get into some Q&A right quick. Yeah, let's do it.
Let me switch side.
Yeah, man. Any guys that got any business questions, please don't ask me about how to get ripped. not yet. I'll answer those like another time in another session. But any business questions, business related questions, I'd love to help you out. Michael said something. Or Michelle.
Okay. Michael says, what about contact with you?
Yeah, you click the button and fill out the application, and if it's like, and then we'll review the applications, and we'll set up phone calls with people who we just think will be a good fit to talk to, you know. Yeah, man, and it's free, you know.
He also says, my main problem And what I'm inspired about is what to post.
What to post? Yeah, it's like, so basically, first you want to narrow your market down. So you want to find out like who's your target market, Bella?
So my target market is like women that want to like build a booty or like get stronger.
Right.
Either one of them.
So once you figure that out, then you make videos to help you do it. Like it all starts with that, and then you make content about that, and then we'll teach you ways where you can like make your shit so people can find it. And like in 1 year, right, you got over 20,000 YouTube subscribers, and that's not from like shout outs from me, right? We deliberately didn't do a lot of shout outs from me because we didn't.
He had guys, you know.
It wasn't our target market.
Women,
it wasn't our target market. You know what I'm saying? I just gave her, but I gave her the tools. You know, and Deja too got over 100,000. She didn't do it from shout outs with me. It's just we gave her the tools. You know what I'm saying?
Zachary says, how can we compete with guys like you with an online business? Like I'm in a good shape, but not even close to you.
Well, like here's the thing, man. Like it's there's a lot of guys who aren't as good as me, or aren't as good shape as me, but they still like have successful business. Like take Kino Body, for example, right? Like he's nowhere near as big or as ripped as me, but he does like really well. They do it. He's got a good team, and they make it happen. You know, I mean, like I've been, it's different, right? I've been training for like 2018 is my 20-year anniversary when I first started lifting weights. Like I started lifting weights when I 20 years ago, and so yeah, it's gonna be different, but at the same time, yours might be more attainable.
It's
right?
like it's kind of like when I started recently too, and there's like tons of women out there doing the exact same thing as I'm doing, but this is specifically like the content that I make. Yeah. So once you start putting out content, if that's what you want, then you'll find people that like you for you, you know. And
it's personality, right? Like some people some people. Some people were like just like my personality. There's guys who are bigger than me, like Bradley Martin's bigger than me, right? You know what I'm saying? And he has a bigger following than me too, right? And he's bigger than me, but like some people just like me, right? Like I'm their guy, right? You know, and we have different, there's other girls, but there's 20,000 girls who like Bella. You don't need to compete with me, actually. It's a fitness industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You don't need to beat everybody to get rich. You only need you need like less than 1% of those people to like you. You know what I'm saying? In fact, you only need a few thousand, really to make a living.
Can I build? Joseph wanna know if he can build a solid, successful online business through Instagram only, or do I need to create a YouTube channel as well?
You can definitely do it through Instagram only. I know a lot of people who've done it. In fact, one of my buddies, name is Michael. He's the CEO of a company, you may have heard of it, called FitT. And they just built their whole thing off Instagram. I have another student, we need him in the video, but his name is Splashman, and he built Splashman built a clothing line, and he only markets it through Instagram. Well, at least at first he was only marketing through Instagram. Then I worked with him and taught him how to do Facebook stuff, but initially it was just Instagram, and he didn't even have a big following. He just paid like $100 or $50 to like influencers to shout out his stuff, and he made $5,000 his first month in sales. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna show you guys, man. Splashman, and here's the thing. Here's the crazy thing about it. Splashman is only 17 years old, right? And I met Splashman in Toronto when I was doing an event there, and he was telling me he wanted to start an online business. So we had an online fitness game plan session, and we broke down what he would do, what he was going to do, and how he's going to do it. And if I can just find this, I'll just show you something, man. This is actually amazing. I'll share my screen. He sent me this on DM. "17 years old, it all started with that online business strategy session. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you look at this Instagram. It's not fucking big. He just learned the stuff that I'm gonna teach you guys, those of you who are accepted. 10K this month almost.
Zachary says, I'm with Joseph. YouTube seems like a full-time job.
Oh, I mean,
it all depends on what you do.
It all depends on what you do. Like, listen, if you don't like you don't have to dominate every social media, right? You can just pick the ones you like. And I don't know, man. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I mean, it's people are there, though, and it's a powerful platform. You know.
Michael says, I got one fat guy who wants to lose weight and one pretty bigger. What she want to make a big body.
Yeah, let's skip that one. You're gonna have to make that.
That didn't make any sense, Michael.
It wasn't legible, Michael.
I can't see you, Brandon, but we can still hear you.
You can't see me? Let me
still hear you.
Let me see. Let's see what happens. I want them to see me. What about now? Let's see if they can see me now. Yeah. Let's see if they can see me now. Anyway, just start reading another question.
Juan says, thank you, Brandon. This is a valuable infotainment.
Nice.
Elise says, I want to start online business, but struggle what it should be. Can you apply these strategies to non-fitness industries?
Yeah, most of the examples I gave you were from non-fitness. I specialize in fitness because that's my niche. But here's the thing: when you pick a niche, like there will be people outside of your niche who still like you. You know what I'm saying? And you can still and the strategies that I'm giving you like apply to everything. This is business in general. It's just business in general. It's just fitness is my niche, but I can help all types of people. Like most of the examples weren't in fitness businesses. Yeah. Any kind of online business. If you want to start a brick and mortar business, like a restaurant or something, I'm not the guy to see for that, man. Online business is where that's my specialty.
Joseph says, people have said they like my Instagram content, but I need more consistency and other strategies to grow from that.
Yeah. Consistency is important, important. Like if you really got it popping and you sit about to the next level, then apply for an online game plan session, and if you're accepted, maybe we can talk about it, like in more in depth,
Dwayne says, do you think this plan can be applied to up and coming hip hop artists?
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult if you're selling music. It's gonna be difficult. Like honestly, I'm gonna be straight up with you. It might not work for you. I don't know how you're gonna do it. Like, well, here's the thing. Here's the funnel for music, right? You put out free content. You put out the music for free. That's what I would do. Put out the music for free.
Music on YouTube.
Yeah, music on YouTube. Music, music on, like just think about it. Music's on the radio. It's free. You can listen to music for pretty much free. And then the funnel becomes you're selling merchandise, and then you're selling your live shows and stuff like that. That's kind of how that funnel looks for music. So yeah, I guess it is applicable, right?
Joseph says, thanks for the boost of confidence. Actually have an idea for a clothing line, but need to grow first. Shit, I need to get in better shape first, LOL.
I mean, not really. Like Splashman doesn't even, like my man, like he doesn't even use his own image. He just shows like
other people wearing his stuff.
Not even, man. He just has them shout out like images of it, right? He just came up with some cool stuff, and he started that clothing line with zero money, right? This is a tactic on how to do that, how to start a clothing line with zero money. That I taught Splashman, and yeah, man, he's making money his first month. Like I don't want you to think you have to be famous to do this,
So Tariq want to know, I don't know if this is like applicable to this, but he just asked how to get more clients as a personal trainer.
Oh, I mean, it's like it's really the same thing. It's all the same thing. You build a following. You give them something for free, and then you help them for free with it. You give away like an ebook or something. That way you build your list, and then you hit that list up and say, hey man, I'm offering personal training, man. Who's interested? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's real simple.
When he says how to create an online training and nutrition plan.
Oh, basically, man, like it depends on if it's going to be a video course, if it's going to be a PDF. I can tell you guys how I make my PDFs. I make a detailed outline of all my. This is how I write all my ebooks, my best-selling books on Amazon. On it, I wrote a detailed outline, and then each step in the outline, I recorded myself saying it because I'm dyslexic. I have dyslexia like diagnosis. You guys should do better than me, right? I have a fucking learning disability. Teacher said I was retarded, right? I was a little bus kid, right? So I recorded myself saying each section, and I sent it to get transcribed. There's a service called rev.com. I sent it to get transcribed there. Then I took those transcriptions, compiled them real quick in one document, and then sent that to get edited, right? And then I had a book. Simple. That's how you do it real quick, man. That was worth that was worth everything. Now how do you market that book? How do you sell it? What are you going to use it for? That's stuff we can talk about on the online business game plan.
Dwayne says, thanks for all the helpful content.
No problem. Yeah, I'm glad I can help.
Okay, that's...
All right, guys. Well, listen, man, it's been real. It's been,
wait.
what's up?
Tariq also says, you said it's easy to make an ebook. Can you tell us? You basically just said that.
I just said that. Yeah. He produced a time delay.
Yeah.
You probably heard it after you go. All right, guys. Well, listen, if you're serious about taking your business to the next level, make sure you fill out the application for our online business game plan strategy session. I hope you found this helpful, guys. And I love y'all, man. Take it easy. Peace.
Bye, guys.